I'm woefully underprepared. I'm working on it. I am woefully underprepared. YouTube. Okay, let me get this up so I can see the peoples. Hi. See. Okay. And live chat. Okay. Hi, guys. Okay, long hair, skinny-eyed toe. Hello, Selkie. Hi. Hi, Pat. Luna, hello. Ayana, hi. Renee, Phelan, Jack, Lavender. Hey, hey, hey. Hi, Trevor. Hi, Em, and Justin, Lisa, Anastasia. Happy Halloween month. Yay! I know, October is here finally, right? So excited. So excited. Okay. So, I had thought, and I did kind of, I pulled some cards last week after we ended, because Peter wasn't home yet or something. And so I had pulled a couple of the cards, but somehow I thought I pulled more. So when I got home, I ate real quick and I came upstairs thinking I had a whole bunch of cards pulled already, and I really didn't. But I mean, and then I go, well, I don't have too many tonight, but yeah, I do. All right. I shouldn't really worry about it because I got plenty of cards still. Whoops, damn it. There goes my card list of what ones I wanted to pull. Hang on, because I think. Oh, there's only one on there that I didn't pull yet. And that's right here. So hopefully it'll be at the top. So how is everyone? Hi, Shauna. How's it going? All right, now get those cards out, and I'm hoping that they are in order, which they are not. Damn it. I really need to put these in order because they are very pretty cards, and I want to use them a lot, but then it's annoying to me that I have to put them in order. And I don't use Marielle anyways very much the way it is, because I know that the second version is smaller cards, so I don't want to cut these cards. I just need to get the other version. It's going to be like the last card, just because I want to see it. There's the Magician, not the Magician. Oh, come on. Okay, so I don't know either if any of you, I know some of you saw, there it is, saw the, I posted a bunch of cards and Stephen was picking on me. Doing okay for sick people. I know you all are in my basket. I hope you know that. If you all saw the cards that I posted in the event today, and Stephen was picking on me saying that that he's like, what are you going to post every single card ever made from the Fool? And I'm like, no, but the Fool is one of those cards that is such an easy card kind of for people to interpret, that people usually know what it means, and it means a little bit of something different for everyone. So everyone has such a great spin on it. You only posted a couple, I know, that there's so many that I love. It's hard to narrow down. So I did post quite a few, but hi, Miss Carrie. Well, welcome. Welcome back, welcome back. I have so many costume ideas, being a cat, a wicked witch, or a trickster, right? Cool. Hi, Donna. Hi, Rowena. Hi, Denise. So, yeah, I posted quite a few in the event already. So if you don't get enough here, you can always look at the event. I posted I wouldn't even begin to think of a guess of how many I posted. But quite a few anyways. So there's definitely more to look at if you want to there. But I got out quite a few, so it's not like I'm lacking for decks here, but sometimes it takes me a long time to go through. Hi, Fatima. Posted a couple dozen. Yes, I did. Hi, Bella. The Peanuts deck needs to happen, right? I totally think that would be perfect. What a perfect Fool card. Anyways, what I like to do is pull out most of my decks and look through them, and then I kind of pull some of the ones that have different ideas of what the Fool is, rather than looking at the same one, kind of the same, you know, basic general principle ones over and over. But I really honestly didn't have a whole lot of time to do that tonight because you know, I get home so late now. Hopefully now that will be, is that the last one? I don't know. I was just going to say, I think that might be the last one for a while that I have to work till 7:30. I think for the most part, I think she put me on Thursday evenings instead because I told her that Tuesdays were really bad. Kind of hoping that she would take me off of the evening shifts, but no, instead she just gave me Thursdays instead of Tuesdays. But I'm fine. I'm fine. Anyways, but you know, at least it won't be Tuesday night, so I have to rush home and, you know, be late and all that. Okay. All right, so the Fool. Hopefully, if you are even a little bit interested in tarot, the Fool is usually one of the first cards that you're kind of introduced to. And do we have, yeah, okay, I was going to say, good. We have at least 3 of my mods on here tonight, so that's good. Keep an eye out for, I don't know what it is around October. People start, you know, our lovely trolls start to come in, so just keep a good eye out. I don't see Steven yet. I wonder if poor Steven fell asleep. Last week, he was waiting. He literally messaged me as I was leaving work, and then he fell asleep, and I don't see him on here tonight. So I wonder if he did that. Poor Steven. It's really late for him. If I start at 8:30, it's hard for him to stay up, so I certainly don't blame him at all. And he always helps me out with some of his notes and stuff on what card we're doing. Hi, honey. Okay, so here we go. The Fool is usually, as I was saying, one of the first cards that you run into when you start to become interested in the tarot, because it is the 0 card. Hi, Anne. Which I have to say, and I know I said this when we did the Fool last year, when we did the tarot study last year and we got to the Fool. I know I recommended Brian Carmack Carr. His channel does a fantastic video about the number 0 and how it relates to the Fool. He does like this whole numerology series actually, and he starts with the Fool card 0 and really talks about, it's such a great video. He talks about how 0, it represents the void. So it's really the nothing. It's right before the magician is the first manifestation that you see. So because it's the void, all the possibilities in the world are at your feet. There's anything you can think of is possible. So when we start talking about that, keep that in mind, that it hasn't even begun yet. It's before the beginning. It's the breath before we take the first step. So there's all possibilities are on the table for us, and that means a whole lot. That kind of excitement and energy and just waiting for that beginning and realizing that there's ultimate potential in front of you is really what we should be getting when we pull the Fool card. So it is, I've seen some people pull the Fool card and they're like, okay, so there's a new beginning and stuff. And I get so excited about the cards that that when I pull the Fool card, I want the querent, the person that I'm reading for, to get the impression that I want them to feel with me, that void, that breath before the beginning, that all full potential is possible in front of us. So keep that in mind. We are going to start with, here's the Fool card from the Rider-Waite-Smith. I am, the beginning cards that we're always starting with here are the Radiant Wise Tarot, because they're beautiful. The color interpretations are really beautiful, and they're borderless now, which is lovely. And this is just such a spectacularly gorgeous card. Hi, Sherry Bug. Hi, Cypress. Hello, hello. And so we have, our character, our querent is here at the edge of a cliff, ready to step out onto his new venture, right? So we're going to begin by reading from The Ultimate Guide to the Tarot from Liz Dean. Okay, so the Fool. Alternate names could be the Jester or the Idiot. The number is 0. Can also be considered 22 or unnumbered depending on the deck. And I have seen where the Fool comes in at the end of the Major Arcana cards. And so because that void could be where you have finished a journey and you're beginning a whole new one, or it could be the very beginning of this journey already. It can come in the form of the first card, so 0, then the Magician 1, 2, and so on, or it can be at the end of the Major Arcana after the World card. Hi, Lana B. So keep that in mind. The numerology link none of and all of the other Major Arcana cards. So it can link to the number 0, can link to every other card. Don't forget. The astrological sign or planet is Uranus. I know it's not pronounced that way. I refuse to pronounce it the other way. The element is air, and maybe that is partly why I connect so deeply with the Fool, is because it's an air card. To me, that's like the ultimate air card. Really, you can see how much he's feeling the air. He's standing on the edge of this cliff, and the wind is blowing through his hair, and he's feeling that breeze coming through him, and it's giving him hope for the future. And so you can really feel that that energy of the air around him. The chakra is the crown chakra for spiritual connection, and the base chakra for survival. Hi, Kay. Hi, Fairy Wold. I know, right? This is a great deck. Really is. For sure. And I love that. The crown chakra is where we connect to the, what is, where we connect to our spiritual realm. And if only he could fly, right? Who says he can't? And the base chakra is what connects us to Mother Earth. So this Fool, you have to think, is all the way connected. Is connected through the Father Sky and all the way down through to Mother Earth. So what a connection. This Fool card connects the whole thing. Fly, dreamer, yep. I love these Tarot Tuesdays. Hi, Katie, me too. I just purchased that deck. Camera doesn't do the colors justice. I know it, right? I absolutely adore it. So For sure. Okay, key meanings: innocence, risk, and beginnings. The Fool is the innocent adventurer about to begin an important journey. With a head full of hope, he is idealistic rather than practical. He is certainly not dressed for travel. The little dog at his heels tries to warn him of impending peril, but the Fool is blissfully ignorant of the risk he takes in stepping off a cliff. He is about to encounter danger, but how else can he make his way in the world? We all begin life as a zero, a tiny egg of potential. The Fool is the cosmic egg, symbolized by the shape of its number 0. As he journeys through the major arcana sequence, he is a part of every card, but he also stands outside the sequence without a formal value. An absolute beginner, he is about to explore the world, gain experience, and leave behind his status as a 0, a no being. Sprinting in. Hi, Chase. How are you, honey? Hi, Susie. Yay. We just started. Hi, Deb. Good to see you. I see you met with Wayward Son. How cool is that? I love when we get to meet people on our spiritual journey from YouTube. It's just awesome. He's about to explore the world, gain experience, and leave behind his status as a 0, a no being. He will travel lightly, without the baggage of commitment. The Fool is the dreamer, led only by his needs and desires. I did. She was in my neck of the woods yesterday. Had to shuck work for a little bit and grab dinner. Perfect. The Fool is like a baby. That's a good analogy for sure. That ultimate potential. To me, that's just the, you can picture this sounds as a bad example, but because I'm an X-ray, I have learned a lot about, the radiation and stuff. So when I picture the atom bomb, it's that ultimate potential just waiting to go off. And that energy that is inside of there, just waiting to burst forth, and you have no idea all the stuff it could do. It has ultimate potential. There is that void, that breath before you begin. And anything in the world could happen. Anything outside the world could happen. It's ultimate potential. That's such a huge possibility. Everything is possible. Nobody can yet tell you that can't happen, or there's no way that you're going to succeed in this thing that you're doing. Thank you. It's just absolutely everything is a possibility. And I love that. There's no other card in the tarot that is so, to me, that is so vibrant, that is so full of energy, that possible potential. When in X-ray, when we talk about potential energy, it's the ultimate because you can't measure it. There's no measuring that potential energy. That's what this is, potential. Usually he's depicted as a youth. The Fool must grow to become a man in the next card in the tarot sequence, the Magician, an individual who knows life and has identified what he needs to succeed in it. The Fool on his journey will collect in his bag the 4 symbols of the minor arcana suits, the cup, sword, pentacle, and wand. These items are the essence of his survival. The cup to drink from, the sword to defend himself, the pentacle, a coin for material, and the wand to connect him with his higher self. At this stage of his journey, he is yet to discover the power and meaning of those objects. When he fully understands their purpose, he may progress to the next stage of life, ready to morph into card 1, the Magician. Even though his number is 0, his preceding card is the World, card 21. Some tarotists even assign him number 22 and 0 to show that the Fool is both the end and the beginning of the card sequence. So where have we heard that a million times, right? If you were raised in any kind of Christian home, that the beginning and the end, the alpha and the omega, right? He also has potential energy before falling off a cliff. Absolutely. For sure. And that's the point, really, is that that potential energy could do anything. It could fall off the cliff. It could learn to fly. Anything is possible still. There's no one telling him, yes, this is possible. No, this isn't possible. Anything is possible. The Fool's element is air, which is fitting given he is about to step off a precipice into the ether and on his travels will go wherever the wind blows. While the Fool is not linked with a zodiac sign, he does have a planet, Uranus. Again, I'm just not saying it the right way. I'm too much of a 12-year-old to say that. I'm always going to call it Uranus because otherwise I will laugh like a 2-year-old. Which symbolizes independence and a free spirit. Hi, Dana. I got so excited. Yay. I thought that the way you were pronouncing it was the correct way. It's actually not. You actually are supposed to pronounce it Uranus. I can't do it because this is what happened. I can't. I just can't. I've gotten into arguments with physicists before, and I refuse. I'm not going to say it that way because I refuse to allow people to see the 12-year-old side of me that I hide pretty well usually. The upright Fool signifies a calculated risk. It's never too late to begin anew and follow your heart's desire. The journey ahead is not without danger, but it is time to take a leap of faith. I liked your pronunciation better. Me too. I totally agree. The Alpha and the Omega on my Ouija board. Absolutely, yes. Giggles, see? Can't do it. Just can't. I know, right? See, Chase? It just... I can't do it. I just can't do it. The journey ahead is not without danger, but it's time to take the leap of faith. The card augurs well for those embarking on new enterprises and educational courses. Provided sensible planning is in place, this is a time for optimism and a fresh perspective. The Fool brings an opportunity to start over and feel young again or excited at the prospect of a new way of living. The Fool is an embodiment of your spirit, whether male or female, ready to explore and discover. Whatever you start now will go well, provided you do look before you leap. But once the decision is made, it's time to push forward and not look back. Have courage, commit to your path, and be fully in the moment, in the present moment. The Fool's appearance in a reading can bring a sigh of relief in that there is now a way ahead. Welcome in the new and travel lightly. Welcome in the new and travel lightly. Sphincter Muscle Planet. Yay! Okay. So again, this is just one of my favorite cards, you guys. I can't get over possible potential to me. It just means everything. And I think part of that comes with, being at that middle age, which I still swear I'm going to live to 110, so I'm not there yet. But I've actually heard a lot of British pronounce it with the soft A, not the proper hard A. Really? Well, good. I'll just pretend I'm British today. And every day I have to say that. Got that from a client of mine. Can't take credit. That's cute. Anyways, from being the age that I'm at, though, you start to question yourself sometimes, and you think, I don't know, do I want to start over again? Like, I think that sometimes when I know that at some point I'm going to be quitting my day job. And did you still have Austin's Fool card? Of course I do. I carry it with me. I don't know if I told you that before. Hang on. I'm going to find it now. But I carry it with me every day, and I often take it out and look at it when I am feeling down or feeling like I don't have the potential, or I often take it out and I show it to everybody. So, right here. This is the Fool card that Austin made me, which is like my favorite Fool card ever. Isn't that amazing? I love this Fool card. This is my favorite Fool card ever. And it says, the Fool, I think that it's okay to be carefree, but you have to pay attention to the world around you. Isn't that cute? My favorite. I love my Fool card from Austin. I carry it with me every single day. I do. But anyways, being the age that I'm at, that ultimate potential that is always there, to be able to believe in that ultimate potential no matter how old you are is a huge deal. Because you know what? There is no reason that I can't start over and do what I want to do at the age that I am, which is 47. I just turned 47. And yes, I don't give a shit. I say it all the time. Doesn't bother me at all. Hi, Ange. Wasn't that beautiful? I'm so glad everyone loved it. I do too. And I have, good. I'm telling you, Austin, sometimes that Fool card gets me through the day. And I'm not kidding. That is like my favorite thing. Sorry, got a jet, do some running around. That's okay, honey. Aging is amazing. I'll be celebrating my 33rd life on this earth in just a couple of days. See? Happy birthday, sweetheart. And the older I get, the more I believe in that ultimate potential. And the fact that I can start, I knew what you meant. I can start over whenever I want. And I don't have any problem with knowing. As a matter of fact, I think starting over now is even better because I'm much more wise than I was before. So, of course, if I started over now, I have ultimate potential because I know exactly what I'm doing and I know how to do it and I'm good. All right, so we're going to go to the, Holistic Tarot, the ultimate tarot. Did I just say tarot? Tarot, the ultimate tome of tarot from Benabel. She's going to explain some of the symbology of the card here for us. I love gaining the knowledge of experience. Me too. I know I am so much more comfortable in who I am now than I ever was as a younger person. Red feather and cap, not a worry written across his face, and fancy dress. The Fool walks chin in air to the edge of the cliff. A white dog laps by his feet. Behind him are snow-capped mountains, a bright yellow sky, and white sun. Slung over one shoulder is a bundle of all his earthly possessions. In the other hand, between two fingertips, he holds a single white rose. The Fool is the harbinger of new beginnings. When this card appears, the forthcoming life path is one of unbound potential and beginnings that come with a deeper spiritual meaning. The white sun represents power and a strong, vibrant aura emanating from the seeker. But the seeker's power has not yet created worldly substances of value. It is about power, but no product. That potential energy, right? Compared to the magician, a figure who can harness the power constructively, when the Fool appears, it is about a point in the seeker's life when the next step could either send the seeker flying into the air over a cliff with its impressive accomplishment or falling down hard from naivete. So again, that's right. That potential could either be he falls off the cliff or he learns to fly. But that ultimate potential, anything can happen if you pull that Fool card. The temperament of the Fool is one pure in spirit, open-hearted, and like a child, innocent and naive. There is a Peter Pan mentality, boastful, careless, a bit arrogant, and possessing a willful refusal to take responsibility or to be mature. Yet the seeker is a beautiful, creative soul, perhaps someone with the foolish belief in the attainment of impossibly beautiful goals. I believe I can fly. That's right. If there was a song to this card, that would be it, right? Yet the seeker is a beautiful, I did that. There is a trace of swagger and flamboyance in the Fool. He's a swashbuckler. The fanciful style of the Fool's clothing suggests one who is attached to superficiality, a seeker with a great pride in his or her attractiveness. The Fool card can also mean that a choice is being offered, one of great significance. The choice before the seeker may seem minor, but it is a choice that could affect a lifetime, so tread with caution. Otherwise, the seeker might fall off the edge of the cliff. Perfect, right? Hi, Enchanted Jess. You didn't miss too much. Okay, one more reading, and then we'll get into all the different Fool cards and how they are similar and different and what we can take from all these Fool cards. Now we're going to read Modern Tarot by Michelle T. I love this one. It's like talking to your girlfriend. Welcome to one of my favorite cards in the tarot, Zero. The Fool is our guide through the 78 cards. As we advance, So you can tell I worked till 7:30 because my tongue is tied. As we advance chronologically through the major arcana, it is said to be the Fool's journey we encounter, as he did each archetype and its particular energy in deliberate order. In the Fool's own card, then, we are at the start of the terrific journey. Ahead lies all potential, and you'll hear that over and over and over again. Potential, it's ultimate potential. The highest highs of love and money, career and intellect, and the lowest lows of despair and destitution, loneliness and devastation. The Fool, like all of us in our lives, will experience it all, and all in due time. But right now, as we prepare to set off on our path, it is all joy and optimism, a feeling in our gut that we're doing the right thing, that we will find the right way, find our people, our calling, our love, and our fortune. This sense of limitless possibility, of implicit permission to take the wild leap into the unknown, is what makes this card my favorite. I was no doubt under the care of the Fool when I foolishly set off across the country with a shady girlfriend I desperately wanted to be in love with. It hardly mattered that our relationship was rocky. I was young and everything was so new, and I was driving across the United States to live for a while in Arizona, which might well have been Mars to me. A girl reared in an urban East Coast blight. Nature was something seen on TV, but suddenly I was hiking down a canyon, a rather perilous canyon, in a pair of Tevas, a footwear choice my formerly punk goth self would have barfed at, but this new me and this new environment demanded a sensible new sandal. I scampered down the canyon, mostly on my butt, and enjoyed the secluded river washing over huge boulders it had polished and carved. Newly vegan, I ate an avocado straight from its skin. What else did vegans eat? I was having a hard time figuring it out, but I was enthusiastic about this new way of living. I splashed in the water and sunbathed on dangerous little perches, feeling invincible. It wasn't until we had to climb back out of that canyon that I was gripped by what I now understood to be a whopper of an anxiety attack. Quite simply, that canyon was steep and riddled with spicy cactus and probably scorpions too. There was no clear path. I got down, so I'll get back up, was a thought that seemed logical. But after a few minutes, I was separated from my friends. Slowly, I crawled back up the canyon. Many times I stopped and had to breathe back despair because it seemed there was no move I could make upward. I would carefully wedge myself against a rock, shimmy over a slight dirt patch, clutch at something that wasn't spiny, praying its shallow roots wouldn't pop out of the ground and send me careening backwards. Praying? Yes, totally praying. Though through my silent, sweaty march upward, I prayed to the earth itself, something I knew was very much alive and somehow aware of my presence upon it. I trusted with my whole heart that the earth loved me and would not let me fall. Thinking about this now, I'm astounded at my foolhardiness. A person completely ignorant about nature, with no hiking experience whatsoever, plunging into an advanced level climb with the notion that the earth, which she imagined as a happy sort of goddess planet, was keeping a Disney-esque eye on her well-being? I mean, what about the bazillions of people who perish at the hand of Mother Nature every day? I finally reached the top, shaking and grateful. I humbly thanked the earth for her help and told her I loved her. And so I know that the Fool card was with me that day, and no doubt many other days throughout my life when I attempted something kind of dumb or something kind of brilliant. If the Fool card has come up for you, do not take this as an invitation to jump off a cliff, at least not literally. But a metaphorical cliff? Well, yes, by all means, hurl yourself into that great unknown. The Fool wants you to be spontaneous. Book a vacation, quit your job, apply for a dream job, seemingly out of your league. Leave your partner, take a lover, leave your lover, ask someone to marry you, run away to another country for a while, or hop a train and write a book about it. Open a store, start a nonprofit, get pregnant. If it is bathed in optimism and takes you into the unknown territory, the Fool wants you doing it. If you're an outdoorsy type and you do want to conquer the next big physical adventure, climb Everest or whatever, okay, fine, do it. Do it knowing the earth itself has got your back. Whatever mythical deity watches over idiots, drunk people, and children is besties with the Fool. Setting out on this new adventure with innocence and purity of heart ensures that you are being cosmically looked out for. This isn't to say you won't have some downs with your ups. The Fool's journey is ultimately a long one, and though your initial experience will be affirmingly positive, you're in this for the long haul, and there may be some things to reckon with down the road, but that won't happen until you've experienced your first successes, and know that this crazy choice you've made, the one everyone told you not to do, is actually the right one for you. That's why I love this book, because how can you forget that story now, right? Optimistic and it's beautiful and it tells you exactly what that energy should feel like in both the good and the bad. All right, how are we doing? I've been at work since 7, finally done. Maybe an hour of that was not working. Go skydiving. Yes, right? So good. I love that book. Love it. All right, so let's talk about, I do too. That's a great book. And like I said, for a reason. It's a great book for a reason because it really does kind of ultimately tell you about that energy. And that story really does it for me too. All right, so let's begin with some of our different kind of cards to look at and compare to the Fool. So here we have our Fool, and I'm going to compare it to, this is the Alice Tarot from Baba Studios. And again, here we have the ultimate potential. Here, the White Rabbit has come to get Alice, and they're looking in the little hole in the tree. And here's the potential of it. Now the Fool card will always remind me of it, right? And now you'll remember that this is what the Fool means. And again, here we are. This is the perfect card of potential. Alice has no idea what's going to happen when she goes in that hole. It could be the most amazing things she's ever seen. It could be this disgusting dirt sewer thing. It's full of potential, ultimate potential. Anything could happen. And here the White Rabbit is leading her, and ultimately she plays the Fool and goes down the hole with him. So to me, that's a perfect representation of the Fool card, right? Just gotta do it. Gotta trust your gut. Fool. I love the Fool card in the Alice Tarot. She's following the rabbit and about to plunge into the unknown. Ange, hi, honey. I didn't see you. I'm so glad you're here. Unknown of the rabbit hole in Wonderland. What will she find? No clue, but she is sure it will be okay. That's the perfect Fool. Perfect. It's just perfect. I love that one too. It's really a good one. So if you have seen anything on my channel in the last week, you have probably seen me talk about the Tarot of the Unknown. It is absolutely one of my favorite new decks. I just adore this deck. And if you don't know anything about it, it is a deck that the creator made, which kind of has all the characters from Over the Garden Wall, which is a cartoon that is kind of like a vintage Halloween-y cartoon that Cartoon Network put out in 2014. Look for Over the Garden Wall, and absolutely I would recommend watching it. Each episode, it's 10 episodes. It's each episode is only like 11 minutes long or something. You can watch the whole series in under 2 hours, and it's so cute. And then come back and look at this tarot deck. So this is called the Greg instead of the Fool. And it's very Rider Waite. There's so much symbolism in that movie. I know. I just adore. That is one of my favorites. And it so acts like a vintage cartoon. And it isn't, but it does. I'd love to stay, but have to drive. Hi, Cass. Driving to any place interesting? You going to a show or anything now? Or just life stuff? So in this card, we see the younger brother, whose name is Greg. And the Greg, in general, how does an oracle reading vary from a tarot reading? I've been a little scared of the Fool card. I thought it meant you were ignorant of everything going around you. Not at all. Not at all. Earl got a winter cat, so this one is officially mine. Hi, Dawn. What is this deck again? It is the Tarot of the Unknown. And if you watch my unboxing of it, I have the winter car. Oh, I'm like a cat? So this cat is your, oh, the car is yours. I gotcha. It has the website on the down bar there. I think Greg is a perfect fool. He is. He's optimistic. That's right. Through the whole show, and ready to face whatever they meet on their journey with carefree attitude and wonder. He, leaves candy behind to, mark their trail. The whole point is they got lost in the woods and they're trying to get home. And he's always optimistic. He's always, okay, well, this is all right. This is where we're going. Well, okay, it'll be okay. Even if they're, like, faced with this huge beast monster or a big wolf, or he realizes that the candy trail has been eaten behind him, or he's like, okay, that's okay. Let's just figure it out. Come on, let's go. He is just a perfect fool because he's always optimistic. He's always ready to just jump to the next thing. He's not afraid of anything. He's going to live in that present moment and say, okay, let's go. Let's get at it. We have ultimate potential here. Let's use that. I love it. Such a great deck. This is absolutely one of my new favorite decks. As a matter of fact, I was gonna smudge it yesterday. Over the Garden Wall. Yes, that's the name of the cartoon. Over the Garden Wall is the name of the cartoon. The tarot deck is called Tarot of the Unknown. He's also willing to join in on all the experiences they have. Yes, Wirt just wants to get home, but the Greg wants to enjoy the journey. Absolutely. It is the cutest thing. Wirt is the typical teenager. He's kind of sarcastic. He's a little bit fearful of everything, and he's like, whatever, and standoffish, and is worried about how people think of him. And Greg just jumps right in there, gets right to whatever it is, whoever they're interacting with. He's right in there, which is awesome. I just love the Greg. Love him. It's on sale. It's on sale on Amazon for $10 and on Hulu right now. Yay! Yay! Awesome. I found it online someplace, and I can't remember what the site was, but I found it online. Actually, our cable had 4 episodes of it, and then I found the rest of them online someplace too. So if you search it, you should be able to find it somewhere at some point. If only the deck was all. I know. You found it on YouTube? I know. Hi, Thomas. How are you? If only the deck were that cheap. I know. It's such a good quality deck, though. It is worth it. I know it's kind of expensive. It's what, $50, I think, but it is a great, great quality deck. Okay, I'm gonna skip this one actually because I wanted to read the book with that one. So I'm gonna go on to. I have a hoodie with Greg and Wirt on it. Really, that's so cool. I love it. Had a shit day at work and even shittier evening of meetings. I saw that you were live. My mood went up so high that I was laughing. Yay! Oh, good, Kay. I'm glad you're here. Sorry I sort of dropped out. That's all right. As long as you're doing okay. 10 episodes on YouTube. Perfect. As long as you're doing okay, Thomas, that's all right. We'll take you when we can get you. Okay, this is from Spirit something. Where the hell did I put the deck? Really? Like I took it out and what? Threw it? Where the hell did it go? Well, I will tell you, I was taking down a bunch of my independent decks. $50 would be good, right? And yeah, that's true. I've seen them in $100 decks too. And a bunch of my decks fell off its little shelves here, and so it's probably in there. But this is the Spirit Within, I think it's called. Anyways, I think it's called the Spirit Within Tarot. And I like this deck a lot. Thank you. Hi, Steven. You made it. Did you fall asleep again, you poor thing? I love this deck because of the silhouettes. Every card is a silhouette. And to me, that makes it inclusive because it could be anyone up there. It could be me, it could be you, it could be my grandfather, it could be anyone. So that means that it is inclusive. And I love the fact that it's this dance pose on the edge of the cliff here. And that really, again, says that carefree attitude. And the sun, I love, love, love that the sun here overpowers everything. So to me, that ultimate potential is shining even more on this pair and telling us how much potential is within. I adore this version of this card. It just has that absolute potential feeling to it. The Fool card is so expressive like that. Be anything, I'm glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. If you're interested in joining our Facebook group, we help each other out a lot. The link is in the down bar. But we are glad you're here. That ultimate potential is absolutely shining through. This one exhibits more of a sense of control to me. You think? I don't know. The dance move to me, and maybe it's because I can't dance very well. But the dance move to me means it's more precarious and she could fall off the cliff, because if it were me, I would be hanging on for dear life because I don't know how to dance. I'm such a klutz. So it's more precarious to me. I was busy with something else and didn't notice the time. That's all right, Stephen. You know we love you. Hi, Linda. You didn't. I'm still just trying to burn the crud out of my system. Oh, I hear you, honey. I'm going to go so I can do my puppy's pictures for today, and I'm tired as hell. That's okay, honey. You get some rest. Self-care is important. All right, so that was the Spirit Within. This is the Ethereal Visions deck. Our maintenance people and EAs are in a work to rule right now, so things at the school are rather precarious. Ooh, I bet, Kay. I wouldn't get that close to the edge of the cliff. Me neither. I'd be too bad at that. So here is ethereal visions. And again, this is the same kind of thing, but not in silhouette. He is dancing. This one to me is like that dancing in the rain, Fred Astaire pose, you know. Just made some mac and cheese. Added 6 cloves of garlic and salsa. Ooh, good for you, Pat. That'll knock it out, right? So this absolutely is the same kind of thing. And this time we're kind of looking at them from above. We're underneath, you know, the cliff. And we're looking up at the Fool, who is just so happy to be right at the edge of this cliff, feeling the wind take his umbrella a little. It's such a happy-go-lucky, potential loveliness kind of expression there. You really look at that expression. Yep, ethereal visions. Tempted to add some sriracha. I don't blame you. All right, this one is Raven's Prophecy. And here again, the potential shows itself at nighttime. So the light is just shining through her. And we see this gorgeous silhouette and the gorgeous colors. So I always think, is this the sun or a bright star, that star of potential? I should introduce them to tarot and take them to the gym to scare them with some readings. Yay, right? Tiny egg of potential. Yeah, exactly. This is just the beginning. Is it a star that's going to burst forth? Hi, Lady Blind Wolf. Is it the sun that is just kind of hiding some of its potential, not showing through all it's got? And this person here, though, is, hell yeah, I'm ready to take it on. Let's do this thing. Totally excited to be just there and involved. Right? Gorgeous. This one is Animal Totem. Animal Totem Tarot. Here we have the cricket. Just hopping over this branch. And to me, I always think of, what was the movie? Ants? There was a couple different ones that came out at the same time that was kind of the same type of movie. But one of them had grasshoppers. And I always think that that grasshopper potential, when you're looking, how funny it must be to live in a world where everything is so huge. So just jumping across this pole that has the Fool's sack in it, who knows what could be on the other side of this? There could be a cliff. There could a Bug's Life. Thank you. That's the one. There could be a cliff. There could be water. There could be a beautiful sunset. There could, you know, anything. There could be anything here. And the cricket, because it stands for, right, it symbolizes good luck. So there's your optimism, saying, I'm going to jump. I'm going to go ahead and be optimistic and jump because I'm a cricket and I'm good luck. So here I go. The Animal Totem Tarot. So just a perfect potential of a card, right? That ultimate potential to just jump. I really, yeah, I like the one with the cricket too, definitely. This one is another one of my favorites, and I haven't had a chance to use this deck very much. I think I got it too late to feel this kind of water energy. I'm such an air person that I have to be swimming a lot to feel water energy. But this is the Mermaid Tarot. This is the newer Mermaid Tarot by Lisa Robertson. And here, this is a great Fool card. This is the mermaid taking a chance and coming out of the water, right? You think of the Ariel character walking out of the water for the first time and saying, okay, what is this earth thing going to be about? There's pure potential here. Potential to do anything. I can accomplish anything in this world. Or I may not accomplish very much. I may not understand where I'm going. I may not understand all the ways of the world, but I am ready to try. And I'm feeling optimistic, and I'm going to walk right out of the sea and feel like I can do this. Yeah, I love this one too. This is one of the only ones that doesn't have the cliff factor. And it's the same feeling though, right? Because you know she's a mermaid. So for her, coming out of that water, it might as well be a cliff. It's just as unknowing to her as the cliff is for us. Because that first step, who knows what it'll be like. And the second step, who knows what it'll be like. And what happens around the corner, who knows what it'll be like. We can't see that far ahead. We just have to take that leap and take that leap of faith and be optimistic and try as hard as we can and live in the present moment while we're doing it. Love, love, love that one. This is the, what is it called? Mystic Dreamers Tarot. This is a very fairy kind of ethereal deck. And I do really like this one too. This seems like a younger person. See the wolf at her feet? It's like a wolf puppy. And she's got, I don't know if you can see this, but she's flinging tarot cards. Oh, damn it. Really want to stay. My body is screaming at me to go to bed. Overdid it today. That's okay, Ayana. I totally understand. Reminds me of Splash with Tom Hanks. Yeah, right? Have a good night, honey. Self-care is important. So here I just love this. Was that Daryl Hannah? Yep, with Tom Hanks. It sure was. And I love, so there's the puppy here is a wolf. So again, total potential in just the wolf alone. She's flinging tarot cards over her head. And to me, this kind of signifies, you know what? I don't care what the tarot cards say. I'm going to dance my dance. I'm going to live my life the way I live it. I'm going to not worry about what the cards say for me. You see see if I can do this without the glare. The raven here in the corner. And the waterfall and the mountains and the birds flying. It's such a beautiful card. It's really, I love, see the bells there? To me, those signify Morris bells, which were a Celtic tradition of celebration. So she has her sack, she has her lantern. She's kind of throwing caution to the wind and not listening to the cards at this point because, she thinks she's okay. No matter what the cards say, yes, no, maybe, indifferent, she's going to go and do it her way anyways. So I like that one. Make sure you guys hit the like for me. I only have 24 likes on there. And we got 50 people in here. Click that like for me so we get lots of views on it. And grow our family more and more, right? Oops. Love the burnt edges. Me too. This one is the Modern Spellcasters. And it's very, very similar. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. But I do like that you see the moon shimmering at the bottom. So here we have the moon rise and the sun at the top. So talk about ultimate potential. there is both dark and light. That is potential to be ahead. Right? Because we don't know if the sun is setting and the moon is coming out, or if the moon is setting and the sun is really hitting its stride. So that ultimate potential here is signified once again with, and his foot is actually off a cliff, right? It's signified with the sun and the moon, ultimate potential. And he is very happy about that. This is the modern spellcasters. I have two, Ravencrow. I really enjoy this deck a lot. I like that it's very, for me, it has a great pagan feel. It's very earth-based. And there's lots of, you see a lot of the pagan kind of symbology in there. And I really enjoy this deck. And there's a good amount of different colors of people, different, I really like it. All right. This card I posted earlier. So if you saw this earlier, then my talking point on this card, you're just going to hear again. But I have to bring this up when I'm doing the Fool card because Tom Benjamin is the one that really pointed this out to a lot of us when he did his review of this deck, which is the Line Strider Tarot. And this is the Fool from the Line Strider Tarot. And what he says about this, I kind of didn't get it until he pointed it out. And that's not unusual for me. Sometimes I just miss the point. But what he pointed out was how wonderful it was that the Fool is not a complete drawing. He doesn't have a face yet. He's got like no stomach here. It's like she stopped drawing it halfway in between. And that's very much on purpose. Because you know what? The Fool is full of potential, but not yet finished. It's just at the beginning phase. It's that breath before you begin. Ultimate potential is a reality. So you know what? This could turn into anyone. This could turn into a totally different kind of person. This could turn into something that doesn't look anything like a person. The potential is there. The outline kind of is there. But it's not finished yet. Me too, Anne. I totally missed it until I saw Tom Benjamin's review of this deck. And I was like, oh my God, that's brilliant. Duh. How awesome is that? It's perfect. Just the way it is. Because it's the Fool. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. We finished the drawing ourselves, right? I thought it was some kind of fine art. I didn't get. I'm with you, Anne. Me too. I have his Hedwig Botanical Oracle. Me too. Me too. And I have the other kin. Stephen was so kind as to gift me the one I didn't have. Here is the Wooden Tarot. Hi, Chad. Welcome, welcome. So here's the Wooden Tarot, and our comparison is much different this time, right? Here we have the little mouse, and he's walking across the snake. Very brave little mouse, full of potential and optimism. Love you too, Renee. Full of potential and optimism. Not even giving a second thought to the fact that that snake could swallow him whole if he wanted to. He is just looking straight ahead. Nope, that snake is not going to swallow me because I'm on my path. I'm on the right path. I'm going in the direction I need to go in. And whatever happens, that's what was supposed to happen. The sun is at my back. I've got my little flower sack on my stick. I'm ready to go. And anything can happen. Truly, in this card, anything. Including he could be swallowed whole. But he could not. He could be just at the start of his journey and he just keeps right on trucking. The snake just ate his last meal and he's not really hungry anymore and he kind of ignores him. Could be either. Perfect possibility. Perfect potential. Okay, shadowscapes. Hopefully we can get in close enough to see some of these details. Because again, shadowscapes, the details in the shadowscapes deck are stunning. It's too bad that it's such a small card that it's very difficult to see. But see, we have, see the older gentleman here with one of the flowers. See, there's all kinds of things that you can't see. Or you can if you look, but this is a child with a butterfly. See the bees down here. See the monkey, that stands for wisdom. The fox. Then we get up and we start seeing that the birds are dressing her. The doves of peace here are putting these ribbons around her. And she's standing at this precipice with her arms wide open, holding on to nothing, worried about nothing. And just wonderful energy of potential. Right? It really does. That's why if you could get your hands on the Czechoslovakian deck, you really should. Because, boy, there's all kinds of stuff in there that is just so cool. So I always think of, like, this is the potential. She has the potential of growing old and having been in love. And she's holding that, that flower. So that's a possibility. Or she could have a child who looks up to her and she's teaching the child about life and transition and the butterfly. It's a fox. So all those potentials. Hi, Lisa. That's okay. All those potential possibilities. She's standing on all that potential. But to me, that fool is not moving. She's just enjoying the wind, right? Absolutely. But she has her arms open wide, not worried about a thing, standing at the edge and just enjoying the moment that is, right? That present moment awareness. Love it. This is very similar to a lot of the Fools, but it's one of my favorite decks, and I love the way he's dressed, and the artwork in this is the Pagan Otherworlds deck. Very, very similar to the Fool from Rider-Waite-Smith. But I just love that he's very earth-based. Love the flowers in his belt. The black dog this time. The outfit that he's in is just totally earth connected. And I adore that. But it is very, very Rider-Waite-Smith, very similar. Here is, once again, one of my favorite decks that has come out this year is the second edition for the Numinous Tarot, which I think we decided was pretty much the same as the first. There was one thing that was a little different maybe, but... So here we have the Fool for the Numinous Tarot. And here, very dynamic, we said with the Shadowscapes deck, it's not moving. Well, this one is totally different, right? She's already, he, she, whatever, has already jumped off the cliff and is flying into the potential. Is totally and completely committed to going for it. And whatever may come of it is going to come of it. Head first. Talk about going head first into this situation. We're all in here. That pure potential, it not only has built up that energy racing, ready to release, but it started to release now because they have taken that step of jumping head first into whatever is. Love, love, love the Numinous Tarot. Looks at everything with a different perspective. Love that one. I pulled this one out because I still haven't quite figured out this deck. I just got it. That's a good way to show it too. No chance it's not going to happen, right? Exactly. Exactly. This is the Carnival at the End of the World deck. I just got it, and I haven't even really had a chance to look through it, so I kind of pulled it to look at for myself too. But this is the Fool from the Carnival at the End of the World deck. Huh. It's definitely a different interpretation. So here we have what I think of as a puppeteer, probably making these marionettes, these puppets. The monkey here, is he carrying money? Nope, he's carrying one of the puppets. So I am imagining the monkey is working with him and kind of helping him with the show. And he is just, he's an older gentleman now, and he's still heading out into the world to do his puppet shows. He's obviously not making much money, but he must be doing what he loves, right? He's carrying everything that's important to him. The monkey's put his bananas down to hand the toy back to him, right? So the monkey is obviously devoted to him. Love that. Very interesting. It's an interesting, playful card, and the art is amazing. So I'm glad I got it. I'll unbox it hopefully this week. Super interesting deck. Okay, I am going to show, is the puppets the other card figures? Yes, actually, you're correct. Some of the other cards are definitely represented in these puppets. Definitely. Wait, you dropped this doll, man, right? Absolutely. I want to show the Fool card from the Majestic Earth Tarot, and I'm going to read Hildy's explanation for why we chose this for the Fool, because I have found that her explanations for these really are beautiful, and they kind of help me with the meanings. So here we have the Fool card. This is the Majestic Earth Tarot. The painting is called The Bard. It was done in 1817 by John Martin. And it says, see the bard? Hold on. Let's see if we can get close enough. See, there it is. See his harp? Standing at the edge of the cliff. God, that's a beautiful card. A bard stands on a precipice, speaking his truth in fearless defiance to the army below. Ooh, there's an army below. I totally missed it. Look at that. There is an army below. And to the wind, skylarking is an overlay of bravery and foolery. Over his shoulder, an eagle soars, mirroring his spirit, strong and free. Enthusiasm for life knows no bounds, and so it begins. Oh, just beautiful. Stop this sorcery once you have no idea what kind of evil you are unleashing. Oh, Trump by joy. All right, I have to say, I actually really enjoyed that one. Thank you for trolling my channel and making me laugh. You have no idea what kind of horrible mistake you have made coming to my channel, but that was quite funny. I actually appreciated that trolling quite well. Thank you. Can't wait to see that unboxing, right? My list is huge. That one kind of went with the card, right? It did kind of, didn't it? That was quite funny. What a gorgeous painting this is, though. And a perfect representation, boy. A bard standing on this hill, singing his songs and telling the army off below. I just love that potential energy feeling. That's great. Great, great, great. Okay, we're almost done. This is the Mary L. The Mary L. Tarot. This is, again, Mary L. Is absolutely stunning artwork. Hey, be nice to each other. Luna, you better leave him alone. That's his room. That's right. Yeah. Oh, see? He's going to come after you. Hasn't he come in before? I don't think so. I don't remember seeing that one. Hi, Dahlia. Oh, look it. I know how this black magic stuff ends. I saw the Nun movie. Oh, Trump, you are making me laugh tonight. Oh. Okay, so here's the Marielle, which is just a stunning deck. Look, we have the the blue dragon and the red dragon, that potential dragon energy. We have this gorgeous mask on. That was a funny one, right? The butterflies coming out. That absolute... Oh, there's a penis. Sorry, I forgot to mention it. Warning, penis. Okay. But the dance of the dragons behind him is just beautiful. Talk about going into the unknown. Who knows what, is he leading the dragons with song? Hi, Lucy. Someone say penis. Perfect timing, Lucy. Love his butterfly wings shoes, right? Hold on. Totally. Like wing-tipped shoes have a whole new meaning here. I think there could have been a Trump in here before ages ago, once or twice. Yeah, it's definitely possible. I'm sure. The pure potential energy here. And thinking he can direct these two dragons. Look how close to his face this red dragon is to his face. Oh, come on. It's a glossy card, so my camera always has a hard time. Sorry, guys. They sure do have a lot of backup accounts. I know, right? And it's funny to me, boy, that they hop right back on. It cracks me up. That P is very, very well drawn, right? What's this penis talk I am hearing? Up, see? And we get Dave on, too. You're missing the penises. And total optimism. Now, here we go. I mean, I'm going to say that this is obviously not just gratuitous penis. This penis is, to me, proving how unafraid and confident and optimistic he is. I'm sorry I don't have a penis, so I'm not sure, but I think if I had a penis and there was two dragons around, I might be kind of protecting my penis. And he seems to have not a care in the world. So he is very optimistic about being able to control these dragons. Keep dreaming Trump will never be impeached. We control the Senate. Oh, I missed that one. You guys are quick. Are you guys backing the penis deck? Absolutely, I'm backing the penis deck. Well, not total optimism. It may be more optimistic. Stephen, you're so quick. I missed that one. Round 4. I know, right? I absolutely great card to talk about the potentialities for sure. All right, so is this deck the same as the Fool card from earlier on Facebook? It might be. Did I show the Marielle? It's possible I showed a lot of them. Wonder what my dreams during sleep will be like tonight. That's been 4 Trump trolls in a row. I love that term, Trump trolls. That's a new term. I like that one. All right, so here's the Fool card from the Next World Tarot. Here we are waiting at the bus stop. And look at all the stuff growing around this person. And I don't have any penis on me. Me neither. With the guy showing his behind and some balls showing. Oh, no, that was a different one. That was a different one. That was kind of an erotic deck. Anyway, pure potential here because he or she could be going anywhere. Any possibility. And there's all kinds of things growing around this person. So it's totally and completely potential. Love that one. All right, we're going to finish with the everyday enchantment. So I'm going to read the Al-Goliath tonight first, and then the everyday. And then we will go through really quickly our different scenarios for what to read when the I almost said Trump card. When the Fool card comes in. Oh, no penis card next. I'm telling you, I think after reading several of these, once we get through this and I've read all of the Al-Goliath, I think the Al-Goliath is going to be a great reading deck. Here's the Fool for the Al-Goliath. It's called Le Mat. The Eternal Vagabond. For people who are not familiar, Trump card, I know, now I've got Trump on the mind, isn't that terrible? Who are not familiar with tarot, there is a bit of misconception about this card. I see people looking at the word fool, which would imply that this archetype, whether male or female, is in fact a fool. This, however, is not the case. The fool, in essence, is not dumb or dim-witted, but just new and green to the journey they are about to embark on, much like a baby learns and grows from its mistakes. When beginning to draw this card, the saying, "I love you so much," with reckless abandon, kept reappearing in my mind. Traditionally, we see the Fool about to step straight off the edge of the cliff, but in this interpretation, we see the Fool has already made the leap of faith. Little Mousy looks so peaceful, right? I love when you smile. Aw, thank you. Just love the mice, right? I know. It is totally, again, this is another one that has already leapt. It's taking a chance. Hi, Peanut. The Fool has already made the leap of faith and taken the jump, or should I say the plunge. You, as the reader, can take this any way you choose. Is he going to land safely? Is he doomed to the mists and swirls of the beautiful, perhaps treacherous waterfall? This all depends on your own assessment and what other cards arise around this one. Yet, despite this reckless abandon, it is but a small being at the start of an immense journey, just as the mouse is a tiny creature in a vast world. From the expression on his face, he doesn't seem to have a care in the world. This archetype is not concerned with the burden and judgment that others may choose to place on him. He just wants to do what he pleases and just gets on with it. The Fool card in the tarot is bursting with excitement and innocence, living each day with this energy as if it was his last. The Fool can indicate that many things are now possible and a new journey is coming if it has not already commenced. And a journey that will have many unexpected twists and turns and keep you on your toes. The Fool is all about personal growth and happiness as he travels on his journey. The phrase gypsy spirit often comes to mind when this card is revealed. A restless soul that is not too concerned about the passions of the material world, but more interested in the memories, stories, and spiritual journeys they encounter. The Fool is asking you to forget about worry and, hold on, and anxiety, and remember that you truly control nothing. In fact, sometimes the more we seek to control, the less control we have. If you are facing a big change and finding yourself at the crossroads, then the Fool card in a reading may indicate that you need to follow your heart in the choice that needs to be made. The Fool simply is what he is, and he does and goes where he pleases with little worry, care, or concern about the dangers of taking risks, because the Fool knows that without risk, there's no chance of reward. So he wears his heart on his sleeve. The medal around his neck is an accolade of acknowledgement from the tarot, in which he is a hero, brave in his own right. Love it. Love his face. Love that he's already leapt. Love that waterfall rushing behind him, that absolute power. I love this card can show that leap for one person might be a small step for another person. Exactly. Oh, that's so good, Ange. A cliff to a mouse might not be a cliff to us. It shows that our journeys are unique to all of us. Oh, Ange, I missed you so much on here. I love your thought processes. And we truly missed them. So good. That's right. This could be just a pothole. This, perfect. Perfect. I love you, Ange. We did miss you, sweetheart. But I don't want you to feel guilty either. That wasn't meant to say you better be here all the time. You take care of that self-care for sure. I'm so glad you're here, though. All right, so one last card. I love the stories in the Everyday Enchantment. The stories in here, just do it for me every time. So here we go. Here is the Fool. Don't be afraid. I'm not, so why should you be? You can see me as a hopelessly hapless or as a ridiculous gesture. I don't mind. I'll just smile and nod because you can't hurt my foolish pride or dampen my irrepressible spirit. Life's too short, and what time we get, we waste doing what we're supposed to, even if we resent it. If I can, I'll liven things up and entertain you, but ultimately, I'm not doing this for attention. I'm doing it because the mood takes me, and because I can. I realize it may seem crazy and completely off the wall or off the plank, depending on how literal you want to be. Perhaps I am walking the plank like a condemned man on a ship and am destined to plummet into the waters below. Am I teetering on the brink of disaster or poised on the threshold of adventure? I know the regulators with their relentless rules would say the former, but what about you? I'm going beyond the pale, but I can assure you it's a deliberate act, not a desperate one. Does that make me intrepid and inspiring or insane and irresponsible? I just want to step from a wishy-washy world into a vivid realm of profuse possibilities. Remember that word, possibilities. After years of toning myself down to conform, can you blame me? I've done time in a prison of my own making, and now it's time to fly. Yes, I do realize I can't fly. I may be impulsive, but I'm not deluded. There's a difference between being wild and being out of control. I'm lucid and aware of what I'm doing, even if you don't or can't approve of it. I have faith in my initiative, instinctive choices. I only wish you'd feel the same about trusting your own spirit. Are these heavy words for a bricklayer? Well, I'm no ordinary man, builder, or otherwise, and I'll be as profound or as fanciful as I like. I don't need any endorsement except my own, and I wouldn't approve of myself if I didn't follow my heart. I'd like you to wave as I go on my merry way, but if you want to cringe, that's your choice. I can't reassure you on what happens next. There are no certainties here. You may need solid ground beneath you as you follow an approved, well-trodden path, but I'm just as comfortable walking off the beaten track on a rickety scaffold or on air. If I fall, I may end up washed away by the river or land in a haystack or even on my own 2 feet. Wherever I am, I'll be at liberty. Watch my step? Nope. I'm too busy keeping my eyes on the glittering prize of freedom. My vision's expansive, encompassing the whole world and more besides. The sky's the limit. Or is it? We'll have to see. Here goes. Love that. Love that. So the story there is, yeah, he knows it all, and he's still going to be happy-go-lucky and step forward anyways. He's ready to face it. Hi, Abby. How are you? Love, love, love these stories, guys. These stories just do it for me. I love it. Okay, so let's quickly look at the before. Oops. So let's see. Here we have, this is the regular right in the present moment, and this is the before card. And what is he doing here? Well, he's still going uphill. So the dog is excited. We're going uphill. We're going on a trip. And he's picking out the white rose that he wants to hold in his hand before he keeps on heading up the road on his path to the edge of the cliff. All right, I like this one a lot better. At least it makes sense. I'm sorry you had a bad day. Me too, Rowena. Last week's did not make any sense, and I was really disappointed in it. So this one, at least it makes sense. You know, here we go. I'm on my journey. Let's pick this beautiful white flower of purity and innocence. And then we're going to head on up the cliff here. Here we go with the after. Better than last week, I know, right? Here we go. So we're at the edge of the cliff, and he is so busy worrying about smelling his flower that he has either stepped or jumped or fallen off the cliff. But you know what? He's not even worried about it. His feet are not on the ground. He's dropping his sack of goods here. And what's he worried about? The smell. The flower smells so good. He's still taking the time to smell the roses, even though he's hanging precariously off the cliff. But he's optimistic. Gotta give him that. He's definitely optimistic. No worries. The dog thinks he's crazy, right? The dog's like, hey, dude, I was trying to warn you back there, and you just kept going. Absolutely. It almost is like when you take that leap, you can be liberated from some of the baggage you've been carrying around. Ah, love it. Oh, Ange, you are awesome. I missed you. Absolutely. So you know what? He decides, that's okay. I can let that drop because that's something that's no longer needed. I don't need it. I have everything I need in this smell of the beautiful flower, the company of my dog barking at my crazy ass. I'm all good. We're fine. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. Kind of like the fool hanging off the cliff, right? Absolutely. So now we're going to look at the New Visions Tarot that we get to flip him around and see what's happening in where he's looking, right? I love this. Ready? Here we go. Yay! He's all happy, and guess what? In front of him is a volcano eruption. But, he's still awful happy about it. That potential energy. Talk about a volcano eruption is the ultimate energy waiting to erupt. And then when it finally erupts, there's the the potential of the energy eruption. And he's totally fine with it. It's okay with him. He's not worried about finding, higher ground, making sure he's not in the path of the volcano lava. Nah, I'm fine. It's a beautiful day. Feel that nice warm breeze. Now that that volcano is erupting, it's a beautiful warm breeze for sure. Mama Ann asked if this is the only card with a familiar light helper. Whew, that's a good question. Trying to think. No, there's a cat. Let me look, Ann. Oh, it wasn't you? It was Be Anything. Let me look, and I will let you know next week. I swear one of the queens has, or the 9 of Pentacles, maybe. I think there's some cats and stuff. Yeah, the Empress. The Empress and a cat. Yeah. I feel like there's definitely a couple animals in there. Cat on the Queen of Wands. There you go. And I feel the 9 of Pence. I feel like there's an animal on the 9 of Pence too, but I might be just thinking of a different 9 of Pence. Has her bird. There you go. Yep. So there are some animals in there. For sure. Good. Okay. So let's talk about what are you going to say for different kinds of readings, right? We're almost done, guys. You're doing great. We're at the end, so bear with me here. So, if you pull this card, Snake on a Magician, exactly. There you go. I knew there was more. If you pull this card for a career or finance reading, the Fool indicates a new beginning and potential for growth. There are many options and opportunities before you, and a choice needs to be made. And Benabel said that in her book, remember? She said it's possible that it's talking about a specific choice that needs to be made. That's okay, Dana. If a card such as the 2 of Swords or 7 of Cups shows up with the Fool, this issue of choice is emphasized, right? So the 2 of Swords, where the 2 swords are crossed in front and she's blindfolded, or the 7 of Cups, which shows the many different options. The 2 of Pence, that would be another one. A willingness to take calculated risk may be needed, but guard against reckless steps, which may result in your downfall. If you're looking for a new job, the Fool may indicate there are more options available than you first thought. The world is your oyster. So that's for the career and finance reading. For a health reading, if you pull the Fool, a positive, carefree approach to life may improve your sense of well-being and general health. However, be careful of the choices and actions you take. Do not be reckless or take chances with your health. Be open to new ways of dealing with your health issues, though. Oh, yes, now I remember. Oh, good. Okay, so that was for health, relationships, and love readings. The Fool indicates the need for trust and openness. A free and optimistic approach will help the relationship to grow. Be open to sharing new experiences. Be careful of reckless actions or choices. And I have often read the Fool in a relationship reading as, again, remember that ultimate potential. So the potential, if it's someone that is looking for their love, the potential is, of course you can find your love, but you have to be open to it. You have to open your heart to what's out there and not maybe have your choices so specific. Sometimes people are like, oh, I don't want a person like that. And then I'm not saying you don't have any guidance. You don't have anything that says, okay, this person has to be, has to have a job or has to be mentally well, or it's okay to have that, but open your heart to new possibilities. That's also for relationships, and pay attention. And then for general, the Fool indicates the beginning of a journey, either literally or figuratively. It speaks of the benefits of an adventurous spirit. It is a time of yet to be fulfilled potential, and all things are possible. There are many paths to choose from, but choose carefully, because as you will learn, there are consequences to your actions. That 0 card is the void, the breath before you take the first step. So anything is possible, but that means anything good and anything bad. So be aware of that. She has a bunny, right? And a lot of cards have that. Okay. So let's pick a card for next week. We have made it through another week of Tarot Tuesday. Let me shuffle a bit here. Again, while I'm shuffling, make sure you guys click the like button for me. Hi, Hexen. And because that helps us to get our word out to many other people and grow our family more and more. And make sure that you are subscribed, hit the bell, and YouTube will notify with you of my live videos when they feel like it. I'm sorry, Hexen. I know, sweetheart. 1 hour and 41 minutes. I'm sorry. And if you are not yet in the Facebook group and you're interested in being in a group that we really have become like a family of almost 700, we really help each other out, and we're there for each other, and we talk, a lot, and we ask each other questions, and we are free to do so. So the Facebook link is in the down bar. You can click on that, and it just will ask you 2 questions. Are you a subscriber? And what's your YouTube name? Okay, so next week's card. Six of Swords. Good card. Again, what a great card this is. There's lots of good 6 of Swords cards that I can think of. Whoops. It's okay, Fairy World. And you can certainly make a Facebook profile for, just for our group. We'd love to have ya. So 6 of Swords will be our study next week, guys. And I thank you all so much for coming. I'm sorry, Hexen, that it's done. I'm sorry, baby. We miss you when we're on. And thank you very much to my mods for getting rid of our Trump trolls, even though they made me laugh. And I love you all so much. Click that like button for me, and we'll see you next time. I am off tomorrow. I don't know. Is Dave still here? Dave, are you doing a Wednesday? What is it? Not Wednesday. Is it Wednesday readings? Is that what? I'm so confused today. Bye-bye. Yep. Okay, so Dave will be on tomorrow night, and I am off tomorrow. I actually have half a day, and then I have off with my husband. Yay. So take a look at Wizard's Tower. He's going to be on doing readings tomorrow night. And we will be back on Thursday. And I know I have something planned on Thursday. What the hell is it? Tune in Thursday to find out. I love you guys. Good night.